Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to talk about Mechanist. Some people have sent me some videos about certain streamers that are bashing on Mechanist, and I've watched the video because I was curious to see what they had to say. I'm not a fan of this streamer, but I'm not a hater of this streamer as well. But he said things about Mechanist that was kind of baffling me in a way that was beyond anything, because the first thing he would do is he would criticize Crisis Zone being an issue because it provides Aegis, which is a one-time spell. You have one stability, which is a 9-second deal. You have protection. It says 9 second here because I have Celestial and I am in open world. But in World v World, it is way shorter than that, and I'll show you in a few seconds. It gives you Alacrity, which is now going to be removed. And I get Quickness because I chose this guy. What is it? MechCore J Dynamo, which is a 4-second cooldown in open world. But don't forget, I have Celestial, and Concentration works in Celestial. So this is the build that I have over here. So see, I have Celestial and my concentration is at 56%, right? And here I have a Relic of the Wizard Tower, but sometime I will go with River as well, right? Sometime we'll go with that. Yep, so I have Celestial in everything, as you can see over here. So if we go into World v World, right? So look at the timing, right? It's 9 second, 4 second, 3/4, 9 second and a half, 9 second and a half, all right? Let's go in World v World and see a second how long it is. All right, so if we look over here, so Aegis is 3.5 seconds, stability 9 seconds, so it's one stability, by the way. Protection is 5 3/4 second only. Alacrity 5 3/4 second. Quickness 3.5 second. Condi removal is 3 of them or 4. I'm not sure. I think it's 4. But this is a one-time deal every 26 seconds, as you can see over here. And as you can see, if I go back in Celestial, my concentration is down to 14%. Why? Because they remove concentration out of Celestial, as you can see over here. So what I'm trying to say, this is a once every 26 second, buff that we get. Every class needs to have some sort of burst or some sort of support spell, which allows them, to be efficient for a certain amount of time, right? I'm gonna show you for Will Bender. All right, so here I'm on Will. So as you can see here, Crashing Courage. What do you see over here? You have Aegis, Stability, Swiftness, Resistance. So depending what is your build, this is the build that I have right now. Every class has some sort of spell which allows them to burst, and this is nothing new, right? So if you're surprised, like, oh, there's a spell that allows you to burst. Oh my God! Well, welcome to Guild Wars 2, I guess, right? So here it says 30 seconds, but that's because of the build that I took. But if I take the other one over here, which is, I believe, is it Virtue? Yeah, Virtue. Over here. So Virtue, 25 second. So now I have a 25 second and a half cooldown because I took Virtue, and Virtues allows you to have this guy over here, Indomitable Courage, which reduces the your F3 technically, as you can see. So now it's 25 second, which is almost similar to Crisis Zone for Mechanist. So there's nothing new, guys. Here you get Aegis. Mechanist Crisis Zone has Aegis. You get Resistance. You get 1 stability. Oh, actually you get 4 stability. Look at that. You get 4 stability. Mechanist has 1 stability. Look at that. I did not even know because you took this guy over here. So this one gives you 3 extra stability if you take the Virtue over here. All right. Or 1 if you don't. Then you get Protection for 5 seconds. Resistance for 3 seconds. More resolution and swiftness. You get way more boons than Mechanist. Like if I take this guy over here, I would get even more boons, right? And this is again, this is something that Mechanist doesn't have. We don't have all like this kind of like save yourself spell, which allows you to have pretty much all the boons you need right now. And every time you teleport, you get resolution. You also get protection every time you teleport. That's also another plus that Mechanist doesn't have. We don't get protection, neither resolution, neither protection when Mechanist teleport. When Mechanist teleports, we actually lose our passive, right? So that's the thing you need to consider. So it's not the same thing, right? So this one, if you use this one, you get regeneration, resolution, swiftness, and alacrity. Bear in mind that alacrity will be removed. You're gonna get resolution instead. Over here you get might and resolution, and you get light aura and swiftness. All right, so you get different spells. So yeah, shift signet, it says 25 second cooldown, but in World v World it is 48 second cooldown. So I'm gonna show you right now. So as you can see, it says 40-second, right? So I thought it was 48, but it's 40-second cooldown. So basically, don't forget that Will Bender has multiple teleportation that Mechanist does not have. We do have rocket boots at least. You know, if you take also the whatchamacallit, this guy over here, rocket boots, gadgeteer. So this one gives you 1200 range. But I mean, the drawback about Mechanist, and I'll tell you right now, the drawback is the spell, because as you can see, our spell, all the spells that we have are mostly half a second, except maybe exceptionally this one. Let me see. That one was immediate. This one is half a second. This one is, well, you kind of have to press it and press it again like this. This one is immediate, but you know, it's kind of like a protection, and you have to you have to click it again to do another spell. This one is immediate. No, that was half a second. Technically, it's not immediate. I thought that was immediate. This one is immediate. There you go. And you see the spell doesn't last forever. The spell doesn't last forever, guys. I don't know why everybody's panicking about this. Like, seriously, that's kind of ding-dong. And this one over here, Jade Mortar, depending what you have. So here I have Mech Core Jade Dynamo. So that was like very slow, by the way. So that's, again, that's a half a second. So it's a half a second cast, guys. This one is instantaneous, but this one is half a second cast. So if you watch some of my videos when I'm roaming or when I'm fighting, the mech is just walking around like this. It's just walking around like this, doing nothing, right? And so that's why when people say that, oh, the mech is assisting you, well, it is assisting you if it gets to hit you. But the problem in zerging or even roaming is that my adversary, my opponent, they're all always moving. And because they're always moving, my mech cannot catch up to them most of the time. And that's the reason why when people say, oh, you're getting, the mech is getting all the boons that you get from Shift Signet, because with this, if you don't use it, the boons that I get will be transferred to my Jade mech, right? So if I use, let's say, this guy over here, this Elixir B is for me, right? But because I have Shift Signet over here with the passive, he's gonna get it too. There you go. So he gets the same boons, right? And I get the same boons, right? But let's say I use Shift Signet, and because I don't have this guy over here, if you don't take Mech Core J Drive, and let's say you take J Dynamo, and let's say you use Shift Signet, you will not be able to transfer the boons to your mech anymore. Any boons that you will get will not be transferred to him. So basically, if I do this, right, watch carefully, boom. So now it's like 40-second cooldown, and if I do this, only I get the boons. He doesn't get anything. Did you guys see that? So what I'm trying to say that there is a disadvantage of using Shift Signet. So this is one thing a lot of people don't know. Whenever I use this, my mech does not get all the boons that I get. He will not get it. That's why it's important to use Shift Signet only if you have to. Now the other thing that you don't know is this guy over here, a Mech Core J Drive. This one over here, if you use Shift Signet and if you use Elixir B, your mech will still get the boons. Look, I'm gonna show you right now. Boom. And if I use this, he still has it. Why? Because I took this trait. But you have to take this trait. Now you're going to say, why don't I use this trait instead? Because this trait does not give me quickness. Quickness is good in roaming. When I roam, I usually go with quickness because you want to be fast to kill your opponent, right? Sometimes I will go with Mech Core J Drive, but usually I will go with this one. So that's why whenever I use Shift Signet while I have this trait, I gotta run away. If I don't run away, I will die because my mech does not get the same boons that I apply to myself. You see, he doesn't get anything because I use Shift Signet. So that's one thing a lot of people don't know about, Mechanist, and they're fast to judge that, oh, the mech gets everything every time 24/7. No, that's not true. It's only if you take this guy over here that you get all the boons that you, that you apply to yourself. Like I'm gonna show you one more time. There you go. Right? And even if I use Shift Signet, he would still get the boons, right? Another thing you need to understand, in PvE, this is 25 seconds. So if I go in PvE over here, so if I go in PvE, so this is 25 seconds, right? And also my concentration is back to 56% because in PvE, you don't lose the concentration. So that's one thing you need to understand. Also, don't forget that Shift Signet is, like I said, it's a 40-second cooldown, right? Versus other classes like Thief, that can use perma-teleportation, or Will Bender that has tons of teleportation. Also, Warriors with Staff has a lot of mobility. I'm going to show you Warrior right now. Alright, so this is my Warrior, as you can see, and this is the build that I have, right, for Bladesworn, right, but it doesn't matter. What I want to show you is this. So Valiant Leap is 600 range. Charge is 1200 range, right? Okay, that's a pull. So over here, okay, that's 1200 range, 600. And now you have over here 900 range with this guy over here, right? And you have this one 450 range, 300 range with this guy. If I switch to this guy, you have another 1200 with this guy, another 450 with this guy. So if you make a total over here, let's calculate together how much mobility he has. 450 plus 1200, right? Switch the other one. So this one is 600. This guy is 1200. This one is 900. This one is 450. And this one is 300 times 2, times 3. So he has 5,700 range mobility. 5,700 range mobility. People are complaining about Mechanist 1200 range. So if you calculate Mechanist 1200 range that they have, along with rocket boots, which can go up to 1200 range times 2. So if you make the calculation for Mechanist, that would be 1200 range times 3 equals 3,600. So Mechanist can go up to 3,600 range unit mobility, right? Or maybe with a rifle, an extra 900. So if you add the rifle 5, wait, if you add the mace is like 450, I believe. Let me double check. The mace is 410, right? That's 410, and the sphere is 600. What else do we have? 700 for this guy. So we have 700 over here. So let me calculate with the spear how much. So that's 4,900. 4,900 maximum with the spear. So if you go with the rifle instead, that's 800. Oops, I said 900. Yeah, okay, that's 800. That's 4,400, guys. 4,400 versus warrior that has 5,700. So that's only the warrior. I'm not even calculating the others. You want to calculate the others? Let's calculate the others. Okay, will bender. So judge intervention, that's 1,200. I'm going to go with this guy over here. So this is 900. You can also return, but I'm not going to count that. What about this guy? 750. Advanced strike. 600. 800. 450 times 2. But it's going to be, they're going to remove flowing resolve down to 1 ammunition in the next patch. So this one is 600. And we got 600 over here. 6,350 mobility. Total. So still, Mechanists still have lower range than World Bender, or any other class for that matters. So if you want to talk about other class, we have Thieves as well. This one is 900, right? And also you have Infiltrator's Return, which is 1,200, plus 1,200 over here, plus Shadow Step 1,200, plus 1,200 Shadow Return, plus 1,200 Infiltrator Signet, right? Am I forgetting something? No. So equal 7,800. 7,800, guys. 7,800 range unit. And this is something Thief excel in, is the mobility. And the other thing that they excel is perma-stealthing, which should not be allowed in competitive environment. In PvP or World v World, perma-stealthing should not be allowed. There should be a cooldown on Sword 2 as well, because it is unfair that you have all that mobility and never being able to be caught. You cannot be caught at all. So there should be a cooldown on Infiltrator Strike, and there should be a cooldown on Cloak and Dagger, because you can use this indefinitely, technically. Yeah, so as you can see, guys, there's a lot of things that people don't know about Mechanists, but it's very easy to them, you know, to to mislead or to misinform people and say, oh, this is that, this is good, this is bad, you know, this is OP, this is OP, this is OP, this is OP, but they don't know, like they don't play Mechanist. And the reason, you know, why I know that is because if you go in their channel, these people who likes to hate on Mechanist, they don't play Mechanist. And why do they hate Mechanist? Well, it's more of a subjective point of view. And this is something that has to do with them. This is my channel list. I have Open World over here. Guild Wars 2, I got 1,298 videos. But for my Mechanist, let me double check. I have this guy over here. So Mechanist, I have 147 videos, guys. So Mechanist over here, look at all the videos that I have. Look, like I have 141 videos just on Mechanist. Like, if I need to prove something, if I talk about Mechanist and I tell you something about Mechanist, I have something to show you as evidence to prove to you that I know what I'm talking about. So when you argue and you start to bash on a class that you don't even play, you know, it tells us a lot about what you know about that class. Ranger has a pet, guys. Like, do you hate Rangers because it has a pet? Oh no, Ranger is fine because Ranger is Ranger. Mechanist is different because Mechanist is different. Okay, so what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? Like, guys, I need to explain to you something. Mechanist is a pet. Bro, pet in MMORPG has been out there since, you know, since the beginning of WoW Vanilla. You guys know the Hunter in World of Warcraft. They have a pet. They have a Warlock. We even have a Warlock where we can summon a pet. So pets has been there forever. So why are people acting like, oh my god, there's a pet, a Mechanist? Why are you guys acting surprised? Guy, another thing I need to mention is that Mesmer is using clones. So you see, the thing that I need to mention to you is that the pet, all right, is an assistance. It is there to aid you in fighting, but it is there to aid you only. It's not going to do your entire job, because if you roam with Mechanist like the way I roam, if you watch some of my videos, my pet sometimes helps me, sometimes it doesn't help me. It depends on the opponent, because if the opponent keeps moving around, my pet cannot catch up to him, right? So my pet is useless. See, this is one thing a lot of people don't talk about. You know why they don't talk about that? Because they don't roam with Mechanist. They don't know Mechanist the way that I do. Look at my mech. Look at my mech. See how he's walking around doing nothing? Now he's hitting. See how he's now the enemy just stealthed. Now he's hitting the deer. Now he's hitting the player. Oh, I got a hit, but then the player got away. See how he's moving and doing nothing right now? The length of time that he's doing nothing. Did you notice that? See, look from here. Look at that. Look, he's walking, and now he's hitting. There we go. So when people say, "Oh, Mechanist, you know, the mech is OP, blah blah blah," no, it's not. It's not fucking OP. It's not OP at all. I'm gonna try to attack this guy over here. Look at my mech. Look at my mech. Right, he's all the way here behind. Look at my mech right here, not doing anything at all. Look at that. Look at that. Now he attacks. So basically, he was walking around doing nothing. Look, he's doing nothing. He's not doing anything. Look at that. Now he attacks. But like I said, when you start moving, my mech cannot catch up to you. So where's my mech right now? Do you see my mech anywhere? And all my spells are half a second, by the way. All my spells are half a second delay casting. So do you see how hard it is to actually land a hit with engineer mech? Look at my. Did you see my mech? Did you guys see my mech? So people are saying that mech are OP, mech are doing everything for you, mech blah blah blah. My mech wasn't there the entire fucking fight. Look, I'm gonna show you again if you guys got blind, if you guys didn't see anything. Look. So I'm only gonna get to hit him once with my mech. Look over here. See, I hit him one time, but that's it. Now my mech is at the back, and it's not going to be able to catch up. So it's only me vs him. So my mech is not being efficient at all. So I don't understand why people said the mech is OP. Where's the mech? Do you guys see the mech anywhere? There is no mech because the mech is slow as fuck. That's the thing people don't know because people don't play Mechanist. If you don't play Mechanist, you shouldn't say anything. If you don't play Mechanist, you shouldn't say anything, bro. Because you're just spreading misinformation. You're just fucking spreading misinformation. Alright, there you go. So let's see what the mech is going to do now. Look at the mech. Did you see the mech taking forever to reach the target? Look, this guy's gonna kick my ass. Look. Look. He's gonna kick my ass. Is he a silver or bronze? He's a silver. But he's gonna kick my ass as a Reaper. Look at that. I'm dead. There you go. He got me. You see that? Did my mech do anything? Did you guys see that my mech was assisting me in any way here? No. So why is it that you guys say that Mechanist is overpowered? A silver just kicked my ass. He just fucking kicked my ass. How do you say that Mechanist is overpowered or the mech is overpowered? How can you say that? I think the real issue is that people are just spitting out misinformation because they just hate the class. And the other issue is that if a Mechanist beats you, if I beat you, you're going to say that Mechanist is overpowered because you don't know how to play your class. But how is it that this Silver Reaper kicked my ass? How did he do that? Let's watch it again. And he did not even want to fight. I'm the one who instigated the fight. He didn't want to fight, guys. Do you see how slow? Do you see how fucking slow my spell are? It is so slow that I don't even have time to land a fucking spell. That's the reason why he got me, because the second that I try to land what is it, mortar kit, look the mortar kit spell, the number 3, the freezing one, did I get to land it? Let me double check. I don't think I got to land it. I'm checking right now. No, I didn't get to land it. He CC'd me before I land my freezing mortar 3. There you go. I only get to land this CC, but that's it. But now he's gonna CC me again, and now I'm dead. There you go. There you go. And my pet, my mech didn't do shit. My mech didn't do shit and didn't help me at all. So people, guys, before you spit out misinformation, you need to play Mechanist, so that people knows that you know what you're talking about, instead of saying, oh, Mechanist is overpowered, oh, they have this, they have that. Yeah, but I still fucking die, bro. Like, look, the evidence is in front of your face. Like, I'm not just talking for talking. I'm talking while backing up with evidence. You guys out there, you're talking, and talking, but you have zero evidence. So you're just like spreading out misinformation over and over again, which is fucking pathetic if you ask me. So yeah, guys, I see, guys, you can watch all my videos on my channel about me roaming on my Mechanist, because I win sometime and sometime I lose. And you know, like I said, it really there's a lot of factors that makes Mechanist you know, efficient or not. I play in a way that you kind of have to anticipate the enemy's move all the time. You cannot just pew pew and hope for the best. Like Will Bender, all you have to do is to press few buttons and you have like 5,000 boons and you just wreck anything in sight, and you don't even need Celestial build either. You can take Diviners or you can take Marauder and you're still gonna get perma boons and everything, because I play Will Bender as well, and I know. Yeah, there's a mob over here. So see this guy? Instantaneous. This guy over here, instantaneous. This one over here, instantaneous. This one, instantaneous. You know what I mean? So it's all instantaneous. Switch to another spell, instantaneous. Instantaneous. Look. You guys see that? So every spell they have is not half a second, is instantaneous offensive spell. And Mechanist, we don't have that. We don't have the amount of offensive instantaneous spell that Willbender has. Right? So that's the reason why Willbender has more benefit, like for their spell per se, because they have less amount. I would say that they have less amount of spell than Mechanist, but their spell are more significantly powerful as an individual class. So if I show you a little bit how I play with Will Bender, look, see how fast they die. There you go. See how fast they die, and I have a power build, by the way. All right, and I'm using Rivers, right? Power build with the Rune of Deadeyes, right? Okay, this is what I have. Rage Vision. What is this? Vision and Hydromancy. Yeah, I don't know why I use that, but whatever. So yeah, so what I'm trying to say is that all this spell is instantaneous. Look at that. And things die pretty fast as well when you burst. Look. There you go. There we go. See how fast it is? So that's the difference between a class with a pet, not even calculating all the boons you get from teleportation, protection, and resolution. I'm not even calculating the Fury. Is there a Fury somewhere? I'm pretty sure I saw Fury somewhere. There's no Fury. Okay, yeah, I need to take the other one here. Where is it? Valor, I think. Yeah, Valor. So this one will give me Fury and resolution as well. Okay. But this one, it's a longer, I get a longer, it's 30 seconds instead of 25 second. So look, you want to burst, boom. See how fast they die? There we go. There we go. There we go. See how fast it dies? You see all the boons that I get. You see, I'm also in power build, by the way, guys. I'm in power build. Don't forget. Yeah, anyway, guys, I don't even play Will Bender, and you see how I survive. I'm going to conclude by saying that heavy class are great if you know how to play them according to the spell that is being given to you. So you see Mechanist, I'm going to show you something. In order to be efficient with Mechanist, of course, you need to have a good build. But once you have a good build, it is very hard to land a spell on the target because it depends against who I play. And it is very, very, very hard to land these kind of combos or even land these kind of spell on the players because players, they always move. They always move, right? So it's hard for me to say, oh, so he's going to be here, so I'm going to do this. Oh, no, he's there. Oh, no, he's there. Oh, no, he's there. See, do you see how slow it is? Do you see how slow the spell are? See, the thing, so if you play Will Bender, like I just played, you will notice that every spell are instantaneous and they can get to you right away. Me, I have to wait like half a century before I can even land a spell on you. So to say that, oh, this is overpowered, oh, Crisis Zone is overpowered, you know, like, no, it's not overpowered, bro. It's sincerely not overpowered. And if you think it is so overpowered, if any of you think that Mechanist is overpowered, I dare you to play my build. I dare you to play my build, go in World v World, go roam and do a 1v1 against the best in the game. Trying to fight great player, use my build, and you say it's overpowered. If it's overpowered, you shouldn't have any problem to kill any player with this build. I challenge anyone watching this video, play my build, and go in World v World and try to kill a skilled player with this build. Tell me if you can kill him or her. So that's the reason why when somebody comes out on a stream or any channel video and criticize a class, it doesn't have to be just Mechanist, but when you criticize a class and you have nothing to show evidence or nothing to back up what you're saying, you're just being biased and you're just being subjectively polarized on your own point of view, which means nothing at the end of the day. Because when you are biased, the fact that you hate Mechanist from the start, you don't play Mechanist from the start, and you just claim to know everything about Mechanist when you don't even play Mechanist, is kind of like baffling. It's baffling me, bro. So I just want to point that out. So I hope that was clear. And so to all new players, you can play any class you want. Every class are great. It's just that some class have more advantages in a certain field that the other class doesn't have. But like they say, if that class doesn't have what you have, it's gonna make up in something else. You know, you see, because my spell are so, what I've noticed about Mechanist, because my spell are so slow and so hard to land, ANET gave us mobility. By mobility, what it means, like they gave us a shift signet and they gave us rocket boots. Without these two things over here, Mechanist would be nothing. Mechanist would be dead because we literally have zero offense. You think this is? Do you think this is powerful, Elixir gun? You think Elixir gun is powerful? No. You know what makes Mechanist powerful? I'm going to tell you the secret. What makes Mechanist powerful is the combination of all the spell you see over here. See all the spell you see over here? And this over here? And this over here is the combination of all these spell all together. So in order for me to make a kill, I gotta make sure I use all my spell. In other words, I don't press 3 fucking buttons like Will Bender, right? I don't press 3 fucking buttons and look how, and then you one-shot kill someone. I cannot do that. Mechanist cannot one-shot kill somebody with 3 button press. That's the only fucking difference. So you cannot say that Mechanist is overpowered because we don't have a 3 button smash to one-shot kill somebody. Here we go. There we go. Look at my boons, alright? You guys see my boons? And I don't have any concentration, by the way. Look, I'm gonna show you the build. Again, Marauder and Deadeye's Rune. Alright, you see that? I'm not sure what he's doing here. Sorry about that. There we go. You see my boons? You guys see my boons? You guys see my boons? You guys see my boons? Look, I don't even have concentration, guys. And that's the problem because in World v World, when Willbender attack us in power build with all these boons that you see over here, we're GG pretty much. So what I'm trying to say is that that's the difference between Mechanist and others class that doesn't have any pet. Is that other classes like Willbender, they will have a lot of benefits that Mechanist doesn't have. And that's the reason why the balance is to make sure that if a class like Willbender doesn't have any pet, they need to give them something else in exchange to make it up for the fact that they're by themselves. Does that make any sense? See how powerful it is right now? I don't even have, look, I don't even have, look, I have 3.93% concentration. Like boon duration, like what the fuck, bro? Like, bro. So here, Mesmer, they don't have a pet, right? They don't have a pet, right? So Mesmer don't have a pet, but they can create clones which allow them to have, you know, like, whoop, I'm gonna die, I think. Wait a second, guys. I'm like in the middle of, 1 second. Right, so as you can see, I have a lot of clones. Like, look, I can even like leave combat and they're gonna do everything for me. Look. There we go. I don't have to do anything. But the thing about Mesmer clone is that they die. You know, when they die and they don't come back. Well, they do come back if you, I mean, if you summon them again. But what I mean is like the clone just leaves when, you know, it's when they die, right? Versus Ranger and Mechanist, our pet is always there. But when our pet dies, it takes a long time to summon them back, to get them back. Versus Mirage clone or Mesmer clone, you can summon them anytime you dodge because of this guy over here, Deceptive Evasion. Right? And you can have a lot of dodge if you have a lot of vigor, right? So, and you can have more clones if you use Mind Gap along with Phantasmal Lancer or any other Phantasmal per se. So you will have another clone, right? So this one created clones as well, apparently. Okay, so you don't want to detonate number 3. So if I use number 2, I get a clone. Yeah, I get a clone. There you go. And if I use number 3, I get a Phantasmal. There you go. There you go. That's pretty cool, actually. I don't play Pistol Mesmer a lot. There we go. Woohoo! Nice. What is this one? Oh, that's barrier. Okay, nice. Pretty interesting too. There you go. See? The clones are assisting me. What are they doing? That my clones are there to help me. So basically, guys, what you need to understand is that every class are different. Just because you have a pet or a clone or a minion, it doesn't mean that you're OP. It just means that you have an assistance, you have some sort of extension of your class in order to assist you in different situations. So basically here, the pet, I can actually send my pet to attack the target. Look, I don't even have to do anything. Ranger, look. But the thing is that you can swap it, boom. So if you want to use another pet instead, you got 2 pets with double, like, you know, like basically you have two pets, 2 full life. So once you get enough of 1 pet, you just have to swap. Simple as that. And this guy comes and help me for some reason. I don't know why. Now I can swap it again and then tell my pet to go attack. And if you want your pets to go faster, wait, I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. There we go. There you go. See, my pet can take care of the NPC of the mob, as you can see, just like the Mechanist. So I don't understand why is it Ranger's pet is no issue, but Mechanist pet is an issue. It's the same goddamn thing. But the thing is that Ranger, they have 2 pets. Ranger, they have 2 pets. Mechanist, it's only 1 pet. So I don't understand why is it nobody complains about Rangers, but everybody complains about Mechanists. Like, what the fuck is it? Like, I don't understand the reasoning, guys. Does it? I'm not sure if I can tell. But anyway, so here we go. If you want just your pet to do the job, it's gonna do the job. Look. There we go. Just like the Mechanist, guys. Same thing with the Mechanist. So I don't understand why people panic about the Mechanist. Like, look, I can send my pet right now while I'm mine over here. There we go. See, it's assisting me right now. What is this? Fury? Okay, it gets Fury. Oh, nice. There we go. I did not even... there we go. So if I wanted to go faster, just have to use this, and now he has Swiftness. And if I want him to have all other boons, then I just have to attack. You know, and I can, you know, do the same thing. Many people complain about the Shift Signet passive where boons that I get are copied to your mech. Like, guys, I don't know how long you've been playing Guild Wars 2, but you have the same thing with other classes. Look, I'm going to show you right now. So if you look at this spell over here, heal as one, we heal as one. Heal yourself and your pet. You each gain copies of each other's boons, right? So whatever boons he gets, it is copied to me when I use this spell. Whatever boons I get, it is copied back to my pet. Like if I go to Nature's thing, Nature's Magic, look. Fortifying Bond. When you gain a boon, it is shared with your pet. So, bro. So basically, with Fortifying Bond, anything that I get will be transferred to him. I don't even need to use We Heal as one. So look, carefully look, okay? Boom, there we go. This guy over here. Wait, I'm gonna make sure he goes away once again because I want him to be far away from me. Go, attack. Attack, alright? So look carefully, alright? Look carefully here, alright? Boom. There you go. See how far away I was? So he get all the boons that was part of this. So here, boom, see, he gets quickness, right? So if I click this guy over here, right? Again, look carefully. He's far away from me, right? So look at my pet, right? Watch carefully. Boom. Look all the boons he get. So that's the same boon that's supposed to be here. Boom. There you go. He get quickness as well. So that's why when people kind of panic for Mechanist Shift Signet boons that are transferred to the mech, I'm like, guys, did you guys start playing Guild Wars 2 yesterday? Like, I've been playing this game just for a few years, and everybody knows about this transfer spell to each other. So this is nothing new, guys. Like, bro, why are you guys like all surprised and everything? So over here, if you look, this is my Mesmer. So if you take Illusion and Dueling, over here I have Persistence of Memory. When a Phantasm becomes a clone, it transfers its boon to you. So the Phantasm is transferring boons to me. So it's kind of like a, it's a different type of spell, but it's still a boon transfer. It is still a boons transfer. So basically, every time I use a Phantasm, so like this guy over here, where's my Phantasm? So this one over here is some Phantasmal Lancer. Whenever I use this one, the boon that it gets, you know, like for instance, this way. So Phantasm is found with quickness. So whenever they get quickness, they will transfer it to me. Whenever they get over here Phantasmal Fury, the Fury will be transferred to me, right? So this is nothing new, guys. I mean, it's been like this since 2012. Like the boon transferring thing. So this has been out there since 2012. So that's why I'm surprised. Like when people are like, oh, Mechanist Shift Signet transfer boon to its pet. Oh my god, oh my god. Like, bro, when did you start playing Guild Wars 2, bro? Like, bro. So the thing about Soul Beast is that you can merge with your pet. Right? And when you merge with your pet, you become more stronger. You have better stats. Right? Something that Mechanist doesn't have. So what I'm trying to say is that every class are different, but every class, like Ranger, they have a pet that can be used in order to merge with the, you know, with the Ranger itself, so that you can have more benefit. But Mechanist, we cannot merge with our mech. So you see, there are goods about Rangers that we don't have with Mechanist, but there are goods with Mechanist that Rangers doesn't have. Because, like I said, the mech is kind of powerful if it lands a hit on you, but in open world PVE, it's good. It's very good because, you know, the mobs, they don't run away like a player. That's why in PvP or World v World, the players, they can move all the time, and it is very hard for the mech to hit. So the mech become useless at that moment. Versus Soul Beast, you can just merge and you can just attack. And no, make tons of damage right away. Mechanist doesn't have a merge. We don't have a merge. We don't have a buff when we don't have a merge, which give us more stats technically. So there are classes, you know, that have these benefits, which is very good because every classes needs to be different. Just like Mesmer. Mesmer, they have clones, but the clones, they disappear. See, the thing about Mesmer vs Mechanist vs Ranger is that the Mesmer, they have a lot of clones that can be powerful depending on your build, but after you kill the target, they will disappear. However, the good thing is that they can come back over and over again depending on your build again, and they can keep coming back and they will be able to help you endlessly. So if you're doing PvE and you want to have a lot of clones that helps you to take aggro, then you can do that with Mesmer, which is beautiful. So this is my build for Scourge minions. As you can see, I'm going to have minions over here, tons of minions. But the minions over here, the minions that I have are not like the Ranger's pet or the Mechanist, because the Mechanist is a one pet, first of all, and it has more life. But these pets that I have, these minions that I have, they die pretty fast. Depending, if you're talking about World v World, they're going to die pretty fast. But we're talking about open world, it depends. Granting an ally barriers remove condition. So this one gives barriers. Let me double check. So if I do this, yeah, it does get barriers, as you can see. So I do give barriers. So my shades gives barriers. So I'm gonna go for this for now. The Necromancer will not be alone to do the damage. Same thing with the Mechanist, same thing with the Ranger, same thing with the Mesmer clone. I'm just gonna do this, and this. That's it. I'm gonna let my pet do the rest. Look, I'm not doing anything else. I'm gonna use 2. He doesn't die fast enough, apparently. There we go. See? My pet are the one helping me. So I don't see why people are complaining about Mechanist pet. I mean, I mean, it's like there's like pets and everything. Look, there we go. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna finish with this. I just want to say that every class are great in their own way, and it's not just because you have a mech that the class is overpowered. So if somebody tells you that, I mean, they don't know anything. The first thing you want to do is to check their channel and double check how many videos of them playing Mechanist in World v World as a roamer. You want to check that if they have any videos, if they do play Mechanist, because they seem to know so much about Mechanist, but they don't have any video about them playing Mechanist as a roamer like I do. I have tons of video to prove it, so I know what I'm talking about. So yeah, guys, that's all I want to talk about. So I hope that this video educated you in a certain way. If it does, please like us up. Thanks for watching. Cheers.